Motomattman. I am out on Memorial Day, so today is Monday, Memorial Day. I hope everyone is enjoying their time with their family and remembering the reason for the 3-day weekend. It's not about our barbecues or cooking out or getting all kinds of yard work done. It's about our freedom, and I am very thankful for those that have served and continue to serve for us to be free. So thank you so much for anyone that has served, is serving, or is planning on going into the service. I don't know that this has ever come up in a topic before, but my sister, I'm the youngest, my sister, she's older, she served in the military for 20 plus years. She was in the National Guard, so she had to go to Afghanistan. She was in the company, the trucking company, so that was the area that she was in. So she was in Afghanistan for 14 months. So I always am very thankful for all of her service. All 3 of her husbands have also been in the military. So that side of the family is full of service. My sister's oldest son is a fireman. I may have mentioned that before. So he is a first responder, and you know, another one that I'm very thankful for, because you know, when I think of Memorial Day and I think of thanking everyone for our freedom, I don't just think of those that have served in the military. Me personally, I think of our police officers, our firefighters. You know, I know I'm missing groups, but you know, I think of everyone. The nurses, the doctors, obviously everything with the pandemic going on. I think of everybody like that when I think of this. So, hey guys, sitting out, watching the cars go by. Anyway, so today is Memorial Day, so I hope everyone gets the opportunity to either spend time with family or have a cookout, or just think about what they're thankful for. That's actually been one of the topics that we've been going over with the girls all weekend, is things that we're grateful for, things that we're thankful for. So that's a lot of our focus from the weekend. And it is beautiful out today. Now, my youngest, when, you know, she saw me getting ready to go, she's like, "Hey Mom, you don't have to wear a coat today because, you know, it's hot out." And I said, "No, honey, I still will wear a jacket." I said, I dress for the slide, not the ride. I said, I'm not out there trying to look styling. I mean, everybody likes to look cute. I like to look cute too. I have an American flag tank top on underneath my Screaming Eagle jacket, but I'm dressed for the slide, not the ride. So, gotta reiterate that all the time, making sure they're understanding. Also, we talk about helmets. We wear helmets, so we talk about the helmets with them wearing with their dirt bikes and everything. So, that's part of our daily lesson with the girls. Probably couldn't see it. There was a little garden right there on the side, like a flower garden, and it looked like, I don't know if everybody has them everywhere, but sometimes you see where people they'll paint up like a piece of plywood, and they'll shape it like a woman's butt where she's bent over and she's gardening, and there was actually a woman and she was doing it. I thought instantly that it was one of those cardboards and that it was not a real life person, but it was. She moved. It's the little things like that that entertain me. I don't know if they entertain everybody, but they sure entertain me. So I was a bit curious as to how my right hand was going to handle the throttle today. As you guys know, my oldest daughter plays softball, and she is a pitcher. And she has good speed with her pitching. And she can hit over, of course I'm not going to say the right speed because I'm not as good as remembering, but you know, she's in the 50s, okay, with her speed. And of course, you know, I'll get harassed about the fact that I can't remember the exact her exact fastest, because when she comes home from pitching lessons or she uses the radar out in the yard, I always hear, you know, what her fastest speed was. But anyway, she throws hard, and I did not play softball growing up or anything like that, so I don't have experience. What experience I have, I've obtained as an adult, and softball does not come as naturally for me as it does riding a motorcycle, because of my past experience. Like, she's throwing a ball to me, and not very hard or anything like that, but I didn't catch it, and it hit me in the face, broke my sunglasses, knocked me over. Again, it's not like she was throwing it that hard. It's not like she was intending to hurt her mom in any way. It's just I'm not talented in softball. So I have catcher's gear, and she always really likes to throw to me, to pitch to me. So yesterday, she says, Mom, you know, I gotta work on my pitching. Can I pitch to you? Please, please, please. I said, oh, okay. So we go out in the backyard, and I got all my gear on. I got my chest protector, got my, you know, catcher's helmet with the throat latch and everything, and I got my shin guards. I got tennis shoes on. I took off my Fitbit because my Fitbit has a crack in it. And the reason that my Fitbit has a crack in it is because one other time that she pitched to me, I did not think about taking it off ahead of time. And when she pitched to me, just the force, I think, and it was probably in the wrong spot, but anyway, I cracked the screen on my Fitbit. So she says, you know, you gotta remember to take off your Fitbit, Mom. So got all ready, she's pitching to me, got the radar out, she's doing good. She pitched one to me, and I did not catch it, and it came right at me, you know, came right at my chest and everything. So she pitched it to me, I didn't catch it, and instinctively pulled my right hand up to assist with my catch, and she got me right in the knuckle on my middle finger. So it's all swollen, and it's blue and everything. So I was wondering how I was gonna grip the throttle hand, you know, how well my throttle hand was gonna work, but it's not doing too bad. I don't know that I'll be able to ride for too long, just because it's still a bit sore and stiff. So that was my fun of the adventure. We stopped right after that. I explained to her, I said, you know, I love watching you play softball, and I just think you have outgrown your mother with being able to pitch to your mother. I get hurt every time something happens, so I think my catcher's gear has become either if the younger one decides she's going to pitch, I'll use it for that. Other than that, I will have it available if somebody else wants to wear it and catch her. Mr. Motomattman, he catches her. He doesn't need the gear or anything like that, but he played baseball, so he has experience. I do not have that experience, so oh, people out kayaking. So if the younger one decides that she wants to pitch also, I will be able to break my gear back out and catch her while she's young. But until then, it's going to sit in the bag for somebody else to use it. So I did work with the younger one on catching and throwing yesterday, because we keep hearing from the 8U rec that they will be playing. She is currently 6 years old, and so she will play 8U, which is 8 and under. I think I want to go to the right. So anyway, she will play 8 and under. Her sister played it for 2 seasons before she moved on to travel, so we'll see. But we've heard from the coaches that they are putting together a team. We didn't have enough players in our town. Normally you do, but with the pandemic and everything going on, not everybody wants to play. So we don't have enough in our town to make up an 8U team, so they're going to go over to another town. And and she'll play with them. So they're putting all the details together with that. The important things for that is the coaches need to make sure, you know, do the kids have equipment, because you can't share equipment. You know, does she have a helmet and everything? Yes. So hopefully she will have some sort of a season and get to play some games, because she's excited to do so. So she and I practiced with her throwing yesterday, trying to make accurate throws and catches. So she's excited. So as you can tell, as we're out today, it's, you know, it's May, it's Memorial Day, so everything is much greener. Very pretty. You've got a lot of the trees that are starting to bloom in different ways. I am not a tree expert, so I can't tell you what they're all called. My daughter's asked me, "Oh, Mom, what kind of tree is this?" "Oh, it's a pretty one." So I am not a tree expert. Well, it looks like they're doing some work. Pretty. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more days of school. So 5 days and then we are done. Their last day of school is Monday, June the 1st. Yeah. Who wants to go to school on Monday, so to speak? Now, it was field day is what it was scheduled for. So, you know, field day, they normally have like a bounce house, and they play dodgeball, and they have all kinds of games, and, you know, sometimes they'll watch a little movie, you know, for a little downtime for the kids. So, you know, that's field day is on Monday. So, and I actually have the day off because I was planning on attending field day with the school. So I was going to be there for that. So I'm figuring that MOTOMattman and I are going to plan a little field day to have at home on the 1st, so that way they still get to experience some sort of a fun field day at home. So we'll do that on the 1st. The school is doing a parade on that Monday, where you go up to they're building a new school, and so it's up at the site where they're going to be building the new K through 12 school. So they're doing a parade and a clap out for the 6th graders, because they're missing out on that, because we go all the way to 6th grade at the elementary school. And I mean, not this next year, but the year after that we'll have the new school, so everybody will be together anyway. But the other thing that they're doing is the seniors, parade for the seniors. So they are going to be able to ride their tractors in the parade if they wish to. So that's something that may be a bit interesting to see. So we'll have to see how that goes. Oh crap. Okay, so I get a little nervous when I do something I haven't done before. That would be coming up to there and turning left on a hill with cars behind you and a car coming across in front of you. So sorry, got a little nervous, but it all went good. So whew. Oh, I tell ya, it is a nice warm day, and as you know, I'm not a cold weather rider. I do not like to ride in the cold, but this feels perfect. My jacket, obviously this one breathes very well. I have my armor on, so you can always tell the difference, like where the armor is on the back, and you know, because the air doesn't flow through that area quite as well. But I mean, it is still, I mean, there's a lot of wind coming through my jacket, so it still feels pretty good. So this type of weather I could ride in all year long, but we're in Ohio, so that's not exactly an option. Oh, our oldest is 11, okay? So, you know, she drives a tractor. When we cleaned stalls this week and she drove the tractor, she drove the tractor all on her own with the manure spreader behind it, and I drove rode on the riding lawnmower behind her up the hill to the back of the property, is where we spread manure. And then the youngest one rode her bicycle all the way up there. And it's a little bit of a hill, it's a little bit of an incline. So she has gone from being scared to death and using training wheels to riding her bike all the way up to the back of the property all by herself. I mean, she does it with us, but I mean, you know what I'm saying, without needing any type of assistance. So that is awesome. Boy, not many people here today. So this is one of the parks we come to on occasion with the girls. Stop here for a hot minute. Anyway, so we went all the way back to the top. So our 11-year-old, you know, she was driving the tractor. So she drove it all the way to the top and spread all the manure all by herself and drove it all the way back down all by herself. So she did a really good job. I'm not going to get a really good picture of my tank top. Nope, I'll have to try. I'll have to get a picture off the bike because it's cute. Okay, so the point of the conversation about her driving the tractor all the way to the top and doing all that all by herself. So then she's decided, you know, she wanted to learn to ride the riding lawnmower. Now, if anybody's familiar with a tractor, like you have a clutch and you have to shift, and once you put it in second gear, you know, you just second or third gear, you just coast around, you know, and then when you come to a stop, you pull the clutch, or you push the clutch down, not pull it in, like with a motorcycle or a dirt bike. But anyway, you pretty much just kind of cruise around in that same gear the whole time. Okay, and on a riding lawnmower, you have to use the accelerator. So you have to use your foot to go forwards and go backwards. So she learned that yesterday, which was a treat. So she mowed portions of the front yard. And I have to tell you my funny story, or at least I thought it was funny. So she's trying to make like boxes and back up and go forward and all that good stuff. So she, you know, had to shut off the mower. Oh, sometimes she has a problem with weight, her weight distribution, and how, you know, mowers have those daggone sensors that when they don't think you're sitting in the seat anymore, the whole lawnmower shuts off. So she has problems with that, so it shuts off and she has to start it back up at times. So she had one time where it shut off on her. She got it going again. She lined herself up and she started right on down the hill with the riding lawnmower. And she's mowing, or at least she thinks she's mowing, and she's turning and all this stuff, and I'm chasing after her to try to catch her, to tell her, you know, it's not spinning. And so I'm giving her, like, you know, signs, it's spinning, and she has no idea what I'm saying. So that was my entertainment for the fact that she had no clue that she was not mowing. She was embarrassed, but it was funny. Whew. But the good news of it is we got the front lawn all cut. She ended up doing a great job. That second section, when she did it, her boxes were much better, her lines were straighter. She did a much better job. And my best friend had driven by at some point in time, either late last night or this morning, and she sent a text and she's like, wow, the yard sure looks nice. And she was shocked to hear that, you know, the oldest was the one that had cut the lawn. Now, I mean, she knows that she can drive the tractor and everything, but actually doing the mowing is a little bit different than using the tractor. At least for us. I mean, some people may be intimidated by a tractor. I mean, it's not a toy. It's always got to be safe. But you've also got horses. Some people are intimidated by horses. But it's always safety first. Just like with motorcycles and dirt bikes. Try to be as safe as we possibly can be. I often feel like my channel should just be called The Ramblings of mrs.motomattman. I hope you enjoyed the ride today. There was a lot of turns and twists. It wasn't all straight roads. I had more stops and goes, and we stopped to look at the park. That's one of the parks where we go to walk around sometimes. They do have bike trails there too, not motorcycle trails, but like mountain bike trails and pedal bicycle trails. They have a little dirt track, which is actually like a pump track, which is where you're supposed to you're not necessarily supposed to pedal through it. You're supposed to pump the bike through with your arms and everything and pump through it. So you got that there. They have they have rocks you can climb. They have all kinds of stuff, but you can't do any of that right now because of the pandemic. But they have a lot of different things there. You can go fishing there. So, and then obviously they had like a little place there you could use the restroom, or you could have parties inside or parties outside. So it's just another one of those cute little parks. I guess at some point in time I may have to stay on your side, bud. I may have to do my rides where I ride there and then walk around some and film some of the actual places too, because those are fun too, to see the actual, you know, what they look like. So those are fun too. Bummer, my phone doesn't recognize my handprint. Well, and it definitely doesn't recognize my face. Hey, he was nodding. I don't know him. That's okay. That's never stopped me from nodding at somebody. I like to be friendly. I always like it, especially if I see kids. When I'm out on my motorcycle and I see kids out and about, I always like to wave or nod. It just depends on if I'm shifting gears, but I like to acknowledge kids. My helmet has pink on it, and I'm not a huge fan of pink. I like pink. I'm not a huge fan, but I like it to have the pink on it because I like for people to know I'm a girl. I'm proud to be a girl that rides. I'm also very proud to, you know, teach my girls to ride and make sure that they understand that they can ride just as good as any guy can ride. So now, can I ride as well as Motomattman? No, I can't. But I'm doing it on my own, and I can. So that makes me happy and makes me proud. But anyway, I'm going to sign off here. Again, thank you so much for riding along with me. I love the warm weather rides. I hope you do too, and I hope you got to get out on two and stay safe and enjoy the freedom. And if you enjoy riding along with me, be sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell so you get the notifications. I don't post new material on a specific day each week. It's just kind of, I fly by the seat of my pants with a lot of things in life, so it's kind of like that. So I hope you enjoy the ride and riding along. Just always remember, you want to be sure to leave a little sparkle everywhere you go. Thanks for riding along. Hey, you two. blah 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 bloopers.